lights the drifting snow. Footsteps soft and slow insist, walking through the forest mist. We move through trees in solemn rows, shadows long where lantern glows. Branches hang with crystal lace, forming arches we embrace. Your mitten grips the lantern's loop, casting warmth in fragile swoop. Silent woods in peaceful tryst, bless our walk through winter's midst. Every flicker bends the shade, softening the paths we've made. Let the quiet coexist, lanterns flame in forest mist. Lantern walk through the silent forest, soft as breast the pines adore us. Let the snowy night restore us, guiding where the woods implore us. Every glow and soft thesaurus lights the silent forest. We pause beneath the frozen limb, moonlight cutting edges slim. Forest hums in sleepy tone, ancient as the roots below. Lantern swings in fragile sweep, touching where the night runs deep. Christmas in its purest gist lives in forests wrapped in mist. If your path feels dimly kissed, walk where lantern flames persist. Light will always coexist, even in the forest mist. Silver beams in twilight's twist, dancing through the snowbound list. Let your heart by calm assist, lanterns in the forest mist. As the flame grows faint and kissed, lantern hums through forest mist. Sun climbs through the snowy light, turning frost to crystal bright. Branches sparkle one by one, glitter beneath the Christmas sun. We step onto the frozen trail, breath in clouds, our cheeks impale. Morning in its golden run paints the forest just begun. Pine trees shimmer in the cold, draped in pearls the light unfolds. Every branch in brilliant spun glows beneath the Christmas sun. Every ray in winter's gleam feels like something from a dream. Let the warmth in soft rerun rest beneath the Christmas sun. Frosted branches beneath the Christmas sun, sparkling where the day's begun. Let the forest one by one melt our worries as they come. Every flake in golden stun the sky has spun. Christmas glows in every run, softened by the winter sun. Morning rays in endless pun shimmer where the frost is hung. Let your heart be gently won, bathed beneath the Christmas sun. As the morning's courses run, forest bows to Christmas sun. Porch and snow and amber light, morning glows in soft invite. Wooden steps in snowy bow, cabin wakes to morning snow. You open up the cabin door, fresh cold spills across the floor. We step out in woolen socks, lantern still upon its box. Breath in clouds of silver white, hint of sun in shy delight. Forest hums in ebb and flow, greeting us in morning snow. Every creak of wooden board feels like winter's quiet chord. Let the morning gently show simple joys in fallen snow. Little cabin porch in morning snow, soft as all the dreams we know. Let the forest's warmth blow, wrap around us as we go. Every drift and humble glow, bless his porch in morning snow. Brush snow from rocking chair, sit and breathe the frosted air. Birds in branches chirp hello, shaking off the glinting snow. Steam escapes from cups we hold, warming fingers from the cold. Christmas waits in gentle tow, singing through the morning snow. If your year feels overflowed, step where snowy mornings board. Cabin porch will light and load, rest along the winter road. White and wood in perfect show, stillness in the world below. Let this feeling always grow. Cabin porch in morning snow, as the sunlight starts to glow. Porch keeps cradling morning snow. Wood stove hums in ember bright, warming up the cabin night. Crackling logs and slow perfume softly fill the winter room. We sit close upon the rug, pulling blankets, share a hug. Shadows dance along the floor, glittering on cabin door. forest tune. Let the chilly winds resume. They can't touch this scented bloom. Every flame and glowing plume warms the quiet winter room. You stretch out your fingertips, feeling warmth in tiny sips. Crackles form a gentle beat, sinking with your drifting heat. You lean back and softly sigh. Winter couldn't pass me by. All the cold the world might loom melts inside this winter room. If your heart feels chased by gloom, sit beside the fire's plume. Heat will gather bit by bit, lighting where your worries sit. Golden shadows softly bloom, melt the frost in forest womb. Let the fire resume its loom. Hope restored in winter room. Hope restored in winter room. As the embers start to swoon, warmth still holds the winter room. Sunlight drifts in shining threads, weaving warmth on frosted beds. Forest glows in winter's cost, golden through the morning frost. We step onto the powder trail, see the golden light unveil. Every branch in quiet stare sparkles with a dazzling flare. Sun begins its gentle roam, touching treetops like a poem. Daylight in its amber toss filters through the forest frost. Every ray in soft advance teaches trees a warming dance. Let the cold wind be and boss sunlight through the forest frost. Sunlight drifting through the forest frost, warming all the paths we've crossed. Let the morning render lost every shadow winter tossed, every glint in beauty glossed. Shines upon the forest frost. You raise your hand to feel the beam, soft as any Christmas dream. Frosted ground in shimmering sheen glows like something evergreen. Our breath clouds in gentle swirl, joining light in golden curl. Forest hums in quiet gloss, sung beneath the morning frost. If your hope feels tempest-tossed, walk where morning light is crossed. Nature brings you back from lost, held within the forest frost. this moment not be lost. Sunlight through the forest frost as the day begins to accost. Sun still warms the forest frost. Firelight hums its golden tune, warming up the afternoon. Blankets knit in tender care, resting by the fire stair. You unfold a woven shawl, soft as flakes that gently fall. Patterns stitched in forest hues, greens and browns and cozy hues. We curl close on wooden floor, fire crackling evermore. All the world becomes a choir, knitted tales beside the fire. Every thread in gentle weave teaches hearts how to believe. Let the winter winds retire, blankets near the cabin fire. Knitted blankets beside the cabin fire, soft as dreams that never tire. Let the flames in warm desire lift our spirits ever higher. Every ember's golden wire wraps us by the cabin fire. You trace patterns with your hands, edges sewn in loving strands, colors of the hidden glade, memories in yarn displayed. Forest hums a lullaby, shadows dance as hours fly. Christmas lives in warm attire, woven near the cabin fire. If you feel your heart expire, wrap it in a knitted fire. Comfort stitched will never tire, love is in the warm attire. Woolen clothes and soft admire, lit by flames that climb the spire. Let the cold outside conspire, we have warmth beside the fire. As the night begins to tire, blankets glow with cabin fire. Tea steam drifts in golden rings, afternoon in quiet sings, honey glows in amber tune, resting in this snowy noon. We sit near the frosted glass, watching winter slowly pass, cup in hand with gentle heat, warming cold. Forest hums a sleepy croon. Tea and snow in afternoon. Every sip in tender flow melts the weight we used to know. Let the cold winds drift and swoon, softened by the snowy noon. Hot tea and honey on a snowy afternoon, warming hearts in gentle tune. Let the winter's deepest swoon wrap us in its silver boon. Every sip beneath the moon heals us this soft afternoon. You lean close and share a smile. Snow piles high in winter style. Light reflects on honey shine, turning time to something kind. Outside pines in quiet sway, blessing this slow holiday. Christmas in its modest boon breeze within the afternoon. If your spirit feels immune, trust the warmth of tea's commune. Sweetness heals the year's monsoon. Honey in a snowy noon. Golden swirls in twilight soon, mixing with the snowy plume. Let the warmth gently attune. Tea and honey afternoon, as the daylight starts to prune. Tea stays warm this snowy noon. Distant voices soft and low, floating over fields of snow. Pine trees sway in solemn alley, carols fill the quiet valley. We walk down the snowy slope, lantern light our little hope. From the village far below, chorus blends with winter's glow. Every note in drifting grace reaches through the pinewood maze. Forest hears it tall and stately, carols echo through the valley. Every voice in harmonies bounces off the frosted trees. Let the cold winds carry sweet songs that make the year complete. Carols echoing through the pine valley, soft and warm as memory. Let the night in reverie hold the forest tenderly. Every hymn in quiet rally rings across the pinewood valley. You stop walking, close your eyes, letting music crystallize. Melodies from far away mix with whispers of the day. Stars appear in gentle climb, blinking with a measured chime. Christmas finds us naturally, drawn into the pinewood valley. If you feel alone or small, listen to the echoes call. Voices rise in unity, lifting hearts across the valley. Silver chords in harmony, floating with the Pinewood Valley. Footsteps fall and soften beat, melting snow beneath our feet. Forest path and humble vale, quiet prints along the trail. We move slow through powdered white, breathing clouds of morning light. Trees create a shadow lane, silent in their calm sustain. Every crunch of snow we tread echoes what our hearts have said. Nature speaks without detail, carved in quiet forest trail. The snowy world unveil peace within the forest trail. Quiet footsteps in the forest trail, soft as down in a winter's veil. Let the chilly wind exhale. We walk slow without derail. Every print and fragile tale guides us through the forest trail. A tiny fox has passed before, paw prints near the cabin door. We follow where the traces bend, path no map could comprehend. Branches overhead interlace, form a sacred winter space. Christmas hums without a veil, echoed by the forest trail. If your thoughts feel frail or stale, walk along this snowy trail. Nature's hush will never fail. Peace lives on the forest trail. Powder paths in soft detail, moonlit tracks that never pale. Let your spirit set its sail, quiet through the forest trail. As the dust begins to scale, footsteps fade along the trail. Twilight hums in lavender glow, forest breathing soft and slow. Owls and branches calm and bright, guardians of the Christmas night. We walk softly through the brush, world wrapped in a gentle hush. Feathers shift in silent grace, yellow eyes in watchful place, perched above in ancient poise, listening to the fading noise, hooing in a cadence slight. Owls observing Christmas night, every sound in twilight Christmas night. I was watching the Christmas twilight, glowing eyes in fading light. Let the stars ascend the height, forest drifting into night. Every hush and calm invite joins the hours of Christmas night. Do they understand the snow? Owls respond with solemn tone, wisdom older than our own. Branches sway in gentle lift, shadows in the twilight shift. Holiday in tranquil rite settles in the muted light. If you fear the coming night, follow where the owls alight. Peace is found in forest sight, held within the twilight light. Feathered watchers still and right, guarding hearts in quiet flight. Let their presence reign tonight. Owls and Christmas twilight. As the dusk becomes the night, owls keep vigil in twilight. Steam curls up in fragrant rise, warming hands and warming sighs. Forest waits in hushed invite, soup before the winter hike. We sit down at wooden table, bowls of comfort warm and stable. Carrots, herbs and gentle broth, melting cold in every froth. Spoons in quiet rhythmic beat, sinking with the fire's heat. Holiday in soft delight begins with soup before the hike. Every taste in healing thread fills the heart with warmth instead. Let the snowy world unite, fuel within this winter bite. Warm soup before the winter hike, soft as love the forest likes. Let the cold winds take a strike. We have warmth in every spike, every sip is sweet alike, prepares us for the winter hike. You blow steam from silver spoon, smiling at the frosted noon. Shadows from the pinewood ridge stretch across the cabin bridge. We pack blankets, boots and light, ready for the forest white. Christmas in its purest strike starts with soup before the hike. If your strength feels thin or slight, warm your heart with something bright. Soup can heal the coldest night, guiding steps through winter light. Golden broth and pure delight, melting all the frosty bite. Let the journey soon ignite. as we step in, snowy strike, warm stays from our winter hike.
Bridge of wood in winter's rest, snow upon its quiet crest, icy creek and silver streak, flowing soft, serene, unique. We reach the bridge in hush and grace, pines surrounding every space, creek below in frozen show, carving through the world of snow. Footsteps echo on the boards, nature answers without words. Christmas hums in subtle meek, sung above the icy creek. Every plank in weathered grain tells a story lined with rain. Let the winter's quiet seek peace within the icy creek. The wooden bridge over the icy creek, soft as winter's gentle speak. Let the cold and warmth convene, harmonies in white and green. Every sound in snowy streak sings above the icy creek. You lean over wooden rail, breath in clouds that softly pale. Frozen water shining through captures glimpses of the blue. Snow drifts lightly from the trees, dancing in the frosty breeze. Holiday in calm mystique floats above the icy creek. If your thoughts feel incomplete, walk above the icy sheet. Nature's rhythm, slow and sleek, heals the heart beside the creek. Footsteps in poetic beat, forest calm beneath our feet. Let the gentle stillness speak over winter's icy creek. As the dusk begins to speak, bridge stands still above the creek.
Candle flame in amber hue, forest bathed in fading blue. Sunset pours its final glow, golden on the evening snow. We sit near the window frame, watching day dissolve to flame. Light reflects on candles' glass, marking where the seconds pass. Tree shadows and gentle lean shade the world in tangerine. Christmas in its tender show softens in the evening glow. Every spark of fading light wraps the forest for the night. Let the watching sun sink past the trees. Candle scent of winter pine weaves with twilight so divine. Snowflakes catch the final gleam, dancing in the forest stream. Holiday in golden shadow lingers through the window hollow. If your hope feels running low, sit where evening embers glow. Candle flame and sunset show warm the heart when winds blow cold. Glow of gold on drifting snow, painting peace in gentle flow. Let the night proceed so slow, watch through candle's window. As the light begins to go, love remains in candles' glow. Lanterns sway in golden flight, blessing all the coming night. Cabin walls in wooden grace, cradle light in gentle space. You hang lantern after lantern, soft as hopes the season patterns. Amber glass and quiet glow, painting warmth on fallen snow. Shadows stretch in playful row, dancing where the pine winds blow. Every spark in forest hall shines upon the cabin wall. Every flame and swinging arc softens edges of the dark. Let the forest night enthrall, lanterns lit on cabin wall. Night lanterns hanging on the cabin wall, glowing with a tender call. Let the winter night befall, we have warmth through it all. Every flicker, bright or small, lives upon the cabin wall. You adjust the iron hook, give each lamp a warming look. Light reflects on worn out grain, telling stories time retained. Forest listens in the hush, snowflakes gather in a crush. Christmas feels so natural, glowing on the cabin wall. If your night grows far too tall, hang a lantern on your wall. Light will answer every call, hope survives through forest stall. Golden lamps in gentle sprawl, soften winter's frosty thrall. Let the shadows rise and fall, peace along the cabin wall. As the evening starts to stall, lanterns hum on cabin wall. Moonlight spills on snowy ridge, silver crowns on every bridge. Pine trees bow in quiet line, bathed beneath the glow divine. We climb up the forest trail, following the lunar veil. Snow beneath our boots so bright, almost glowing in the night. Pines stand tall in ancient rows, catching where the moonlight flows. Ridge becomes a sacred stage, forest turned a silver page. Every breath in frosty air feels like softened forest prayer. Let the night its truth abridge. Moonlight on the snow ridge, moonlight on the snowy pine ridge, soft as love on winter's edge. Let the shadows gently fledge, fading where the light will wedge. Every beam in tender pledge blesses all the piney ridge. You stand still and close your eyes, letting silence harmonize. Snowflakes fall in feathered rows, sparkling where the starlight blows. Far below the cabin's light flickers in the velvet night. From this height our worries shrink, lost along the ridge's brink. If your hope feels paper thin, climb to where the stars begin. Moon will ride upon your skin, soften light that soaks within. Silver crowns on piney hedge, heaven resting on the ledge. Let your fear slip off the edge, washed by light along the ridge. As we walk down nature's bridge, moon stays on the snowy ridge. Logs in embers softly glow, casting light on falling snow. Christmas Eve in gentle choir, hearts around the crackling fire. We sit close on braided rugs, sharing one familiar mug. Flames perform their amber dance, drawing us in quiet trance. Stockings hang in patient rows, warmth beneath the window snow. All the years and days prior melt here by the crackling fire. Every snap of burning pine keeps the night in tender line. Let the world spin out entire, we will guard this single fire. Crackling fire on Christmas Eve, soft as breaths we both believe. Let the midnight slowly weave all the love we can receive. Every spark and twinkling leaf blesses our small Christmas Eve. You recall a childhood scene, candlelight and tangerines, voices by a kitchen door, laughing on the wooden floor. The forest holds our home, yet that feeling still has grown. Peace we thought would all expire, found again beside the fire. If your heart feels under siege, stuck in winter's heavy fatigue, find a flame Wind in gentle circling proof, brushing past the cabin roof. Snowy shingles hum in tune, rocked beneath the winter moon. We lie down in quiet bed, pillows cradling sleepy heads. From above a whispered rush, forest breath in subtle hush. Gusts that once were fierce and wild now move soft and meek and mild. Roof becomes a listening ear, catching every breeze drawn near. Every sigh and swirl and move feels like nature's lullaby groove. Let the worries drift aloof, soft wind round the cabin roof, soft wind around the cabin roof, gentle wordless winter proof. Let the gusts in muted hoof tuck the night in woven woof. Every breeze in distant spoof rocks us neath the cabin roof. You say, hear that distant tone, like the trees all breathing slow. Branches sway in quiet sweep, sending us to deeper sleep. Snow slides off the timber bone, landing with a softened moan. All the forest stands aloof, guarding us beneath this roof. If your thoughts spin like a storm, listen where the winds grow warm. Walls don't keep the world aloof, they just cradle what's under roof. Hollow hum in tender proof, winter wrapped above the roof. Let the night in silver goof rock our hearts beneath the roof, as our breathing finds its groove. Wind still circles cabin roof. Distant crunch of snowy tread, evening sky in violet spread. Lantern glow in forest moods, footsteps through the winter woods. We come back from valley's floor, gifts in bags and cheeks still sore. Twilight folds in muted blue, wraps itself around us too. Pines lean in like gentle friends, guiding where the trail descends. Cabin light in amber floods calls us through the winter woods. Every step in steady beat sounds like home beneath our feet. Let the day release its goods, we are almost through the woods. Footsteps returning through the winter woods, soft as all the quiet shoulds. Let the snowy fields and hoods bless the path with simple good. Every bench in pine-filled moods leads us home through winter woods. You adjust your woolen scarf, laughing at the distant bark of a dog in village light, echoing across the night. We recall the market's cheer, carols, candles, handmade gear. Now the silence gently broods, soothing us in winter woods. If your heart feels lost for good, walk the paths of leaf and wood. Every root and branch and stud marks the way to something good. A lantern fire in quiet flood, painting snow in copper blood. Let your doubt dissolve like mud. Home awaits beyond the wood. As the cabins near and stood, footsteps fade in winter wood. Frozen path in gentle sweep, snow in drifting quiet heaps. Lantern cast a tender ring, little sun on everything. We step out in evening's hush, world reduced to blues and blush. Lantern swinging in your hand, pouring gold across the land. I see crystals catch the light, tiny stars on forest white. Every stone and hidden path comes alive along the path. Every glowing amber cast melts the shadows as we pass. Let the dark do all its math. We have light upon the path. Lantern glow on the frozen path, warm and small against the wrath. Let the winter choose its craft. We will walk and gently laugh. Every step and gentle breath follows where the lantern casts. You lift high the fragile flame, smiling as it calls your name. Trees in rows like ancient walls lean into the lantern's call. In that circle all is clear, just beyond the dark draws near. Yet we never fear its wrath, safe within our glowing path. If your life feels cold and vast, don't demand a blazing blast. Sometimes all you need to have is one small light along the path. Copper glint on icy swath, soft resistance to the wrath. Let your heart find gentle math. Hope can be a lantern path. As we reach the cabin's hearth, lantern dims along the path.
stars and countless silent fires hung above the snowy spires. Forest rests in gentle bars, sleeping under Christmas stars. We step out in woolen lace, tilt our heads to heaven's face. Not a single engine sound, only night on open ground. Pines stand frozen tall and still, wrapped around the moonlit hill. Every root and every scar hidden under Christmas stars. Every light in distant dome feels like tiny beats of home. Let the stillness stretch so far, forest sleeps beneath each star. The forest sleeps beneath Christmas stars, calm as healed and quiet hearts. Let the worries drift apart, lost within the sky's wide art. Every beam from heaven's jar blesses where the forest starts. You whisper wishes in the cold, secrets you have never told. Stars don't answer yet somehow, peace descends upon you now. Snow reflects their silver flame, painting all without a name. Christmas in its soft memoir writes itself in every star. If you fear the days ahead, stare above the pine tree's head. Somewhere in that shining spar lives a hope for who you are. Glitter in the midnight jar, gentle lights both near and far. Let your heart forget its scar. Forest sleeps beneath the stars. As we walk back from the spar, stars still guard the forest's heart. Clock strikes softly after 12. Books still resting on the shelf. Hearth and embers glowing low. Midnight hum in amber flow. We sneak out of warm, thick quilts, barefoot on the wooden sills. Kettle sings a sleepy tune, mirror in the waning moon. Steam curls up in slender arcs, catching bits of ember sparks. Tea leaves steep in fragrant birth, midnight by the cabin hearth. Every sip in tender slow lets the restless thinking go. Let the darkness prove its worth. We have tea and we have hearth, midnight tea beside the cabin hearth. Quiet as the sleeping earth, close beside the cabin hearth. You tell stories half in jest, memories you love the best. I just listen, eyes half closed, watching as the embers glows. Firelight paints your tired face, wrapped in worn but loving grace. Christmas in its second birth lingers by the cabin hearth. If your mind won't dim its light, brew a cup in quiet night. Simple tea and fireside mirth helps you find your softer worth. Porcelain and candle earth, warmth in every humble slurp. Let the shadows slowly earth, peace beside the cabin hearth as we slip back into birth. Tea still hums beside the hearth. Porchlight spills in mellow gold, keeping back the forest cold. Snowdrifts pile in gentle torch, two small shadows on the porch. We step out for one last breath, wrapping scarves around our necks. Night is still and soft and deep, yet the woods refuse to sleep. Light behind us, woods ahead, pines a dark and tender thread on the snow in faint scorch. Two shy shadows from the porch, every sigh in winter's air feels like half-remembered prayer. Let the silence stay in force, we just stand upon the porch. Two shadows on the winter cabin porch, hearts at rest in lamplight torch. Let the world beyond contort, we have this small snowy fort. Every weight we can't support melts along the cabin porch. You lean into my thick coat, breath a cloud that drips and floats. Distant owl in minor key sings its midnight liturgy. Snowflakes dance in lazy arcs, settling softly in the dark. Christmas doesn't need a march, sometimes it's a quiet porch. If your days feel all too large, find a smaller, gentler charge. Just one step outside your door, porch can be a sacred floor. Lantern glow and snowy scorch, two faint figures at the porch. Let your tired thoughts contort till they sigh and drift from porch. As we turn and cross the arch, night holds space around the porch. Old stone street in winter's white wakes beneath the soft daylight. We step out into the square, cobblestones in frosted glare. Shops still close, their lanterns dim. Streets in peaceful morning hymn. Snowflakes drift in quiet scrawl, cling to rooftops low and tall. Bells above the chapel soar, calling hearts to hope once more. Every note and rising climb paints the cold and warm a rhyme. Let the bells in silver line kiss the morning's fragile shine. Morning bells over the stone street, soft and warm as memories meet. Let their gentle rhythm greet every step of winter's beat. Every ring and snowy sweet blesses all the cobbled street. You breathe out a cloud of white, laughing softly in the light. Somewhere in the distant row, bakery fires start to glow. Shutters creak in waking tone, church bells singing on their own. Christmas morning feels complete, echoed on the stone white street. If your hope feels incomplete, walk beneath the bell's heartbeat. Winter bows in calm retreat. Morning rises on the street. Silver sounds where echoes meet, softened by the snowy fleet. Let your weary thoughts to lead. Morning bells on stone-paved street as the ringing turns discreet. Sun climbs over stone-cold street. Cafe window glowing bright, warming up the frosted light. Bread and cocoa in display, calling through the winter gray. We slip inside the tiny shop, cold wind fading as we stop. Oven hums a gentle tune, mixing with the snowy noon. You pick out a loaf of rye, steam still rising in the sky. Cocoa pours in creamy sway, comfort in the cold cafe. Every smell in woven bake melts the chill the streets can't make. Let the morning warm and play, bread and cocoa lead the way. Warm bread and cocoa from the corner cafe, soften all the winter gray. Let the world outside delay, here our hearts can gently stay. Every sip in sweet ballet brightens up this snowy day.
You break off a piece to share, smile that warms the frosty air. Chocolate scent in curling steam turns the town to cozy dream. Chairs of wood in rustic tone, voices soft and undertone. Christmas lives in slow buffet, served inside the corner cafe. If your thoughts feel far astray, come where warmth can lead the way. Simple joys can still outweigh bread and cocoa, small bouquet. Golden crust and bright display, cocoa rich and deep array. Let the quiet drift and stay, comfort in the corner cafe. As we step into the day, warmth remains from that cafe. Silver dust in winter's rise, cathedral roof beneath the skies. Snow and lace and gentle proof resting on the ancient roof. We walk toward the towering spire, hearing distant morning choir. Voices blend with snowy fall, echoing against the wall. Stone worn down by centuries holds the weight of memories. Christmas calm in low aloof, snow dust crowns the cathedral roof. Every flake and woven glide paints the years in softened pride. Let the city, far and wide, feel the quiet sanctified. Snow dust on the old cathedral roof, soft as whispered fate's reproof. Let the winter speak its truth, age and beauty kept as proof. Every glint and pearl aloof shines upon the cathedral roof. You reach out to catch the air, flakes land gently in your hair. Stained glass windows glow within, dancing lights on mortal skin. Chimes ring out in solemn glow, harmonies with falling snow. Time stands still in winter's woof, near the ancient holy roof. If your heart feels armored tough, come where stone has held enough. Faith is gentle, never rough. Snow reminds us of such stuff. Frozen lace in sacred proof, softening each weathered groove. Let the past no longer prove. Peace waits on the cathedral roof as the bells begin to move. Snow still crowns the ancient roof. lane in winter's rain glows in gentle warm refrain. We stroll past the wooden stand, scarves and candles, mittened hands. Vendors hum in morning cheer, selling dreams this time of year. Lanterns sway in soft descent, warming where the snow is bent. Christmas paints the whole terrain, golden down the market lane. Every lamp in softened gleam feels like living in a dream. Let the winter winds remain, lanterns sweeten all the lane. Lanterns along the winter market lane, glowing through the gentle rain of falling snow in soft domain, warming hearts again, again. Every light in calm sustain lights the winter market lane. You pause at a knitted stall, try a scarf that starts to fall. Laughter bubbles in your throat, wrapping warmth around your coat. Music from a violin echoes where the stones begin. Holiday in warm campaign walks beside the market lane. If your days feel tightly strained, walk where lanterns still remain. Even cold cannot profane warmth that fills the market lane. Golden lamps in sweet refrain, melting all the winter pain. Let this feeling long remain. Lanterns down the market lane, as we leave the glowing chain, lights still hum along the lane. Cobblestones in winter's glow, soft beneath the drifting snow. Echoes rise in steady flow, footsteps on the streets below. We walk slow in muffled beat, snow piled thick on ancient street. Each soft step in fragile press echoes through the quietness. Homes with wreaths and window frames, children calling out our names. Santa lights in small tableau, twinkling on the cobblestone snow. Every crunch of frozen tread tells the tales the year has said. Let the icy silence grow, echoes hum on cobblestone snow. Footsteps echoing on cobblestone snow, soft and steady as we go. Let the winter air bestow every sound in gentle toe, every step in silver glow rings along the cobblestone snow. You hold tightly to my arm, laughing in the morning charm. Snowflakes fall around your face, landing with a tender trace. Street lamps burn in golden rows, warming all the world it shows. Holiday in soft echo, carried by the cobblestone snow. If your thoughts feel overflowed, walk a quiet snowy road. Footsteps teach the mind to slow, echoing on cobblestone snow. Frozen rhythm soft as glow, street in winter's afterglow. Let your weary heart let go, steps along the cobblestone snow. As the wind turns faint and low, steps still echo in the snow. Petals red and winter white, blooming in the morning light. Balcony in gentle veil, flowers warm the snowy rail. We stand under apartment eaves, breath a cloud the morning weaves. On the balcony above, poinsettias show their love. Snow collects on every leaf, soft as comfort, soft as grief. Yet their colors never fail, blossoms on the balcony rail. Every bloom in frozen air feels like hope laid gently there. Let the season's joy prevail, flowers grace the balcony rail. Christmas flowers at the balcony rail, bright against the winter pale. Let their colors softly sail through the cold December trail. Every bloom in bold detail shines upon the snowy rail. You point up and smile at me. Life still grows where cold might be. Petals dance in frosty swirl, miracles in crimson curl. Old stone walls in gentle age frame the blossom's quiet stage. Christmas writes its small travail, petals on the balcony rail. If your joy feels thin or frail, look where flowers still prevail. Even snow cannot curtail hope upon a balcony rail. Red and white in sweet avail, soft as holidays inhale. Let the morning wear its veil, flowers warm the balcony rail. As the day begins to scale, petals glow along the rail. Fountain frozen into a glass, winter paused in silent mass. Pigeons perched in gentle count, resting on the frozen mound. We crossed through the open square, snowflakes tangled in your hair. At the fountain's icy shape, birds in feathers softly draped, stonework trimmed in frosted lace. Pigeons guard their resting place, Christmas hums in quiet mount near the frozen winter fountain. Every bird in muted stay feels like peace in grand ballet. Let the city keep its vow, calmness in the fountain's brow. Pigeons resting beside the frozen fountain, silent as a snowy mountain. Let the winter's hush enshrine the nature's choir without a cadence. Every feather in still motion rests beside the frozen fountain. Crumbs of bread, pigeons tilt their tiny heads. One small flap of gentle wing echoes like a violin. You kneel down to watch them near, soft delight in winter sphere. City life in brief recount, held beside the frozen fountain. Teaches more than thought, wisdom that the cold has brought. Feathers soft and snowy bound, peace that barely makes a sound. Let your mind be winter crowned, rest beside the frozen pound. Rest beside the frozen pound. As the pigeons gather around, fountain sleeps without a sound. Golden rays in morning cast, soft across the ages past. Square in timeless winter wear, lit by sunlight pure and rare. We arrive at break of day, snow still fresh in quiet sway. Sunlight crawls across each stone, Warming streets the night had owned, shutters open one by one, greeting rays of you-born sun. Christmas cheer in early air wakes the old town snowy square. Every beam in gentle spill melts the shadows on the hill. Let the morning's lantern flare kiss the cold town square. Golden sunlight on the old town square glows like warmth beyond compare. Let the winter breathe repair, softened by the solar flare. Every glint in frosted air shines upon the old town square. You raise hands toward the sky, sighing warm, content and shy. Snow reflects in dazzling gold, turning young what once was old. Church bells join the waking sound, echo through the streets around. Holiday in bright affair rises from the town's affair. If your hope feels thin or bare, stand where sunlight strokes the air. Golden beams can still declare love remains in town's repair. Silver snow in golden snare, warming all the hearts who dare. Let the morning's gift prepare joy upon the old town square. As the sun climbs its own stair, square awakens in its square.